long, long time ago, there was a point in the 70s that perhaps, well, you were on the verge of maybe considering for a moment, if only, an alternate to living, when maybe the carpet might be pulled out from underneath you. Of course, it all changed with 2112, and things have been wonderful ever since. What might you have done, realistically, that you can look back and think this would have been a good career choice for you, knowing your personality now with hindsight to your benefit?
I think I probably would have come back and enrolled in film school or something like that, frankly, because film was always an interest of mine. And in Rush, I get to indulge in that a little bit with our live productions and our things like that. But it had crossed my mind that if I had to go seeking a job, I probably would have looked in that area.
Something creative, obviously.
Yeah.
And the members of the Doors did it before they became the Doors. It seems like a logical that or some other outlet like painting, which is probably not as lucrative unless you're, have a God-given talent.
Mm-hmm.
You've painted in your past.
I have, but I would have been an IT billionaire.
A dot-com multi-millionaire.
That's what I was thinking about. I was kind of hoping we'd break up, because actually they didn't have any computers yet, but I knew there was something coming up. I wanted to be a part of it.
You would have been a really good IT billionaire.
Yeah. I would have had a great office.
You could have had your hair out to here.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Big yacht where my office was. A yacht in my building. In my car, in my yacht, in my building. Damn it. I screwed up.
You wrecked your life. You wrecked your life.
I love painting. I'm not a painter. I don't know how to paint, but I love the action of it and watching it sort of develop. And
Alex is good at any creative endeavor he chooses to focus on. He's just a creative dude.
Are you a painter that has paintings in a room that no one sees, or do you hang them up and give them away?
Oh, I give them
Sell
away.
them?
I give them away. I do some for charities and for
I
my
have two.
friends. You guys got two. I think
own
Neil
two.
has two.
Yeah, I have two of his paintings.
And I think I might have one at home that I did a long time ago. And then the rest, I've been doing them for the Kidney Foundation for the last 4 years, and they've done well for the charity. So that's fun to be a part of something like that.
I represent the Music Therapy Foundation. I'll have to talk to you later.
Okay.
I have a few more.
Sure.
This is interesting, perhaps. You showed bands that influenced you. We talked about your influence on other bands that are present in the movie, but bands that influenced you came front and center on the Feedback EP years ago, including the power trio that preceded you by a decade, Cream. And Cream broke up, as you probably know, for a number of reasons. One was that Eric heard the band and thought that ensemble atmosphere of the band was something he wanted to move towards instead of being this virtuoso soloist that everyone's pressuring to be better and better and better. Jimi Hendrix's band, much the same way, blew up because of the fact that the fans thought the band could do no wrong. The band could make a glowing error or a glaring error in a live performance, and nobody noticed. They just still bowed to Clapton, and they bowed to Hendrix, and that's when they knew, you know what? We got to get the hell away from this. Now, your fans, on the other hand, are such music geeks, in the most positive sense of that expression. They notice if you make a mistake.
We try to accommodate them on everything.
Now you talked about, extensive rehearsals, but you really have to keep your chops up because they're watching you like hawks.
They are. They know our songs better than us on a certain given night. We have train wrecks. It's fun. Not.
Do you laugh at each other?
You just try to get out of it alive, and then we in the dressing room will say, "Was that me? I don't know.
Yeah.
Was it me? I don't know. Let's forget about it. Let's just move on."
Yeah. And then we clean our underwear.
It just happens, and it's just part of it.
Well, Ginger and Jack from Cream used to, give each other landmines to actually try to trip each other up. You guys are such good friends. That would probably never have happened.
No, it's too scary when it happens.
Yeah.
When you're in the middle of a train wreck, especially how complex some of our songs are, and there's such complex choreography with our synthesizers and our sequences.
And the lighting, like everything.
And if you mess it up, you just try to get out of it in a as respectable way as you possibly can.
What accomplishment, grandiose or quite simple, quite small, do you still feel like there is in Rush? Or is it just more you're living in the moment and you're doing a tour in a couple of days and you're putting an album out, but is there something, gnawing at you that we really need to do this before we're done with this band?
There's a couple things. I still think that we haven't written our best song, and I think that's what gets me back there. I just keep, and maybe every artist feels that way, that you still have your best ahead of you. I feel like we're getting pretty good now, but someday it's going to happen. We're going to know that that's our best song. Now, we probably wrote it 20 years ago, but as long as you feel like that, it gets you in the studio. The other thing is I'd like to do a series of concerts with an orchestra. I think it would really be a good experience for our band, and I think our music is made for it. So that's something we keep talking about, and then it gets pushed aside. But I think sooner than later I'd like to make that happen.
And make a record out of it.
Yeah, or a live show or a DVD or something like that. A live moment, maybe.
Alex.
I don't know. I would echo some of the things Geddy just said, but it seems to me that with every tour that we do, we seem to be becoming more comfortable and settled in our playing, in our presentation of our show and our music. In so many ways, I think we're playing better than we ever have now, and it seems to be going in that direction. I don't feel like we've stopped. There are the nuances that you hear. In fact, after a few weeks of rehearsals, it's very rough. You're getting a sense of where you need to be and remembering songs and parts and not getting them confused with other things, and also getting over the tedium of just being there day after day playing the songs over and over again. But you come to a point where suddenly you have one of these rehearsals where you catch all the accents. Everybody's hitting the notes. Everybody's finishing the end of the song, letting it fade to its complete end as you would live. And that's an indication of the quality of playing. And I think that's something that I look forward to as we move on through the years. I would never have expected it 10 or 15 years ago that we'd be playing at our peak now. Rock is a young person's game, I guess you could say, and there's an energy and an excitement in your performance and playing and how you live the whole experience when you're younger. And you're not so sure that you'll feel that way when you're older, but there's something else that happens, and it's very comfortable, and it's a very, very positive, confident feeling.
I love that fact. That's fantastic. Oh, good for you. Thanks for the conversation.
My pleasure.
Pleasure.
Have a great time on the
Easy
road.
as always with you.
And likewise. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thanks, Jeff.
I appreciate it.